Whether it is to serve our community, state, or the nation, year after year the Kansas Adjutant General's Department works to innovate. As our nation faces new challenges, the Adjutant General's Department turns these problems into opportunities to help more and serve better. The Kansas National Guard is a reliable force that has been setting the pace of what is expected to come in this new era. They are motivated, dedicated, and ready to show their strengths to the people they protect. Helping showcase those assets are two leaders who hope to improve the Kansas National Guard. Brigadier General Anthony Mohat took the position as the new Assistant Adjutant General, and Command Chief Master Sergeant James Brown took up a full-time role, hoping to better serve the senior enlisted leadership. Both hope to showcase the Kansas National Guard's dedication to serving. In March of 2016, Major General Victor Braden received command of the 35th Infantry Division. Braden was notified by the Department of Defense that the 35th Infantry Division was selected to deploy for a peacekeeping mission. Approximately 500 soldiers from both the Kansas and Missouri National Guard will be activated in support of Operation Spartan Shield beginning in mid-2017 to enhance ongoing theater security operations. This is the first time since 1944 that the 35th has deployed the entire division to support the national security goals of the United States. The 635th Regional Support Group participated in the Golden Coyote at Camp Rapids, South Dakota. The 635th RSG provided the theater opening capability for the exercise this year, including providing joint reception, staging, and onward movement, processing over 2,000 participants. Once all personnel successfully in-processed, the mission of the 635th transitioned to Joint Command and Control for sustainment operations. Soldiers of the 1st Battalion, 108th Aviation Regiment were called in March to assist local authorities in south-central Kansas to suppress the wildfires that had invaded the state from Oklahoma. Black Hawk helicopters, equipped with 600-gallon Bambi buckets, were used to dump water on hotspots that were inaccessible to ground crews battling the fires that burned more than 345,000 acres in the state. Soldiers of the 2nd Combined Arms Battalion, 137th Infantry Regiment, completed crew-level qualifications for the M2A2 Bradley fighting vehicle and the M1A2 Abrams main battle tank. The Guardsmen also participated in the Multi-Echelon Brigade training exercise in June as part of the 155th Armored Brigade Combat Team at Fort Hood, Texas. Training included platoon-level gunnery qualification and platoon validation on evaluated tactical tasks. The 891st Engineer Battalion spent its annual training making multiple improvements to various areas at Fort Riley. This included clearing 90 acres of training area, grading and compacting a forward landing strip, repairing a main supply route, constructing an all-terrain vehicle trail, electrical and plumbing repair, and constructing a bleacher enclosure. Repairs were also made at the Kansas City National Guard Armory. The 891st also installed new concrete display pads and improved the office space at the National Guard Museum in Topeka. The 130th Field Artillery Brigade fielded new Mission Command System equipment during annual training at Fort Riley. The Mission Command System equipment is fundamental to synchronizing communications and fire control with all higher and lower echelons to perform their wartime mission. The brigade headquarters conducted Level 1 and 2 equipment integration events and completed a multi-component live fire exercise. During its annual training in June, howitzer crew members of the 1st Battalion, 161st Field Artillery completed 95 fire missions, safely firing more than 900 high-explosive projectiles. In 2016, the 2nd Battalion, 130th Field Artillery focused on completing Field Artillery Table 15 and achieving battery-level certification. During annual training, all batteries in the 2nd Battalion were certified by the 1st Army Evaluation Team. The battalion fired all allocated rockets in under 2 hours, setting a new record that beat the previous record by almost an hour. After more than 10 years of service to the state and nation, the Kansas National Guard's 287th Sustainment Brigade furled and cased its flag for the last time during an inactivation ceremony on May 1st. Activated in September 2005, the brigade provided mission control of all assigned, attached, and operational control units. The brigade deployed to Iraq in 2008 through 2009, where they provided logistical support for U.S. and coalition forces in their assigned area of operations. While one unit ended its service, another unit was officially activated as part of the Kansas National Guard. The 997th Brigade Support Battalion conducted its activation ceremony July 9th at Old Fort Hays. The brigade's mission is to provide command and control of assigned and attached units, and to plan and manage logistic support to the 130th Field Artillery Brigade and supported battalions. The Kansas National Guard Military Funeral Honors Program provides honors for all Army veterans as requested by the family. In 2016, Kansas provided honors to more than 1,200 veterans, and in 2017, the team is expected to provide honors for its 9,000th veteran. 74 officer candidates graduated from Consolidated Officer Candidate School Phase 1 training at the 235th Regiment. Training support included more than 98 staff and a group from the 6th State Battalion and medical professionals from Fort Riley. Officer Candidate School Class 60 graduated 10 officer candidates in August, followed by Warrant Officer Candidate School Class 16-001, graduating 10 candidates in September. The Kansas Army National Guard established a partnership with Garden City Community College and created Task Force BRONCBUSTER. This partnership is in direct support of the Adjutant General's initiative to bolster the Kansas National Guard's involvement in community colleges. Kansas National Guard recruiters have a presence on the campus, and the Guardsmen can earn college credit and attend drill in the same location. The partnership is the first of several such cooperative efforts planned between the Kansas National Guard and the community colleges across the state. The Kansas Air National Guard provides support for peacekeeping, humanitarian, and wartime missions around the world. The 184th Intelligence Wing provides combat-ready support units to 3 major commands and 2 combatant commands, as well as domestic operations support to the state of Kansas. The 184th Intelligence Wing welcomed past and current wing members to a celebration marking 75 years of service to the state and nation. This event took place September 10th at McConnell Air Force Base in Wichita and included remarks from the commander, the revealing of the contents from the 1990 time capsule, a 75th anniversary bench dedication, and the unveiling of a commemorative 75th anniversary book. Military aircraft took to the sky for aerial gunnery demonstrations and public displays August 6th at the Smoky Hill Weapons Range. Joint Terminal Attack Controllers from the 284th Air Support Operations Squadron provided close air support. The 190th Air Refueling Wing operates and maintains a fleet of 12 KC-135R Stratotankers. The wing is attached to Air Mobility Command under the 18th Air Force, providing rapid global mobility air power and deploying expeditionary forces in support of worldwide combat, contingency, and humanitarian operations, in addition to maintaining a nuclear deterrence tasking. The wing also supports the state of Kansas and the nation in times of disaster and domestic emergency response. During the year, the 190th Air Refueling Wing transported 1,737 passengers while flying 4,709 hours and transferring more than 2.4 million gallons of fuel. The Kansas National Guard continued its partnership with the Republic of Armenia through multiple exchanges during the year. More than 30 medical personnel from the 184th Intelligence Wing Medical Group integrated into hospitals in Armenia for 2 weeks, providing medical assistance and expertise to the staff. In August, Kansas hosted a platoon from the Armenian 12th Peacekeeping Brigade during the 891st Engineering Battalion's annual training at Fort Riley. The Armenian soldiers observed the engineers' training and participated alongside Kansas National Guard non-commissioned officers while receiving feedback on their use of the Armenian NCO Corps. Major General Lee Taffanelli traveled to Armenia in September to participate in the 25th anniversary of Armenia's independence. A team of Kansas National Guard medics assisted the Armenians in evaluating the teaching tools, techniques, and principles used to teach Armenian Army medics. This assistance reinforced skills learned by the Armenian instructors when Kansas National Guard medics visited last year. The 73rd Kansas National Guard Civil Support Team worked with Armenia's Ministry of Emergency Services to familiarize them with CST training methods related to chemical, biological, radioactive, and nuclear threats, enhancing the Armenians' ability to identify and detect threats. Since 1992, Kansas Starbase has worked with more than 75,000 Kansas children to ignite their interest in science, technology, engineering, and math. In 2016, Starbase served over 8,000 Kansas students, a record year. Kansas Starbase has received more than $53,000 in grants and donations to supplement the federal funding. Approximately 295 Guard members volunteered over 5,400 hours to the Starbase program. Because our employees and their families are our most valuable asset, the Service Member and Dependent Support Team provides support services, training, and assistance to Guardsmen, their dependents, and veterans to enhance their wellness and quality of life. The Kansas wing of the Civil Air Patrol mission provides emergency services, cadet programs, and aerospace education. Two of those missions, aerospace education and cadet programs, have been recognized as the best in a 7-state region. The Civil Air Patrol helps support the American Red Cross with 80 missions transporting tissue samples, organs, and life-saving blood. They conducted 8 emergency locator transponder missions with successful finds. Security personnel from the Adjutant General's Department join with Topeka Fire, Medical, and Police authorities, as well as the Kansas Highway Patrol on November 17th to conduct an active shooter exercise at Nickel Armory in Topeka. During the exercise, participants rehearse the actions required to stop a violent attacker and treat the injured. The mission of the Kansas Division of Emergency Management is to prepare for and mitigate against all types of natural and man-made disasters facing Kansans. In March, the Kansas Division of Emergency Management formally received the Storm Ready designation from the National Weather Service during a brief ceremony at the State Emergency Operations Center in Topeka. Storm Ready is a nationwide community preparedness program of the National Weather Service that uses grassroots approach to help communities develop plans to handle all types of severe weather. In March, the Kansas Division of Emergency Management and Kansas Forest Service sent personnel to South Central Kansas to provide technical and tactical operation assistance to local authorities battling wildfires. Before the fires were contained, the flames had spread to Harvey and Reno counties. More than 300,000 acres were burned. During the year, CADEM coordinated the state's emergency response operations to several natural and man-made disasters in the state. These included a severe storm system that struck the state on May 25th through the 29th, a tornado that hit the town of Eureka in July, and a fire at a chemical plant in Edesha that contaminated the local rivers, leaving thousands of residents without water for several days. During 2016, CADEM was the coordinating state for the Emergency Management Assistance Compact, a multi-state mutual aid agreement that facilitates interstate assistance in response and recovery operations during a disaster. As such, Kansas was responsible for assisting and coordinating resources from other states to respond to Hurricane Matthew in October. 2016 marked the 25th anniversary of the end of Operation Desert Storm. Governor Sam Brownback signed a proclamation on March 16th commemorating the anniversary. The 190th Air Refueling Wing deployed over 500 airmen and most of their KC-135 tankers to Saudi Arabia during Operation Desert Storm and its predecessor, Operation Desert Shield. Approximately 200 members of the 170th Maintenance Company of Hayes, Colby, and Goodland also served during Desert Storm, providing general support maintenance for the thousands of tanks and Bradley fighting vehicles. An additional 53 Kansas Guard members volunteered, with 35 serving in Operation Desert Storm. For over 150 years, the Adjutant General's Department has been dedicated to supporting and defending this state and our nation's freedom. Whether it is a natural or a man-made threat, the Adjutant General's Department is always ready to take on the challenge.